As always, we go over some 3 current topics of the day. The big one, when you will finally be watching and listening, the PS5 will be released. Notice my attire. Yes, PlayStation 5.
Please take that man's shirt away.
I left the Xbox one at home. Lame. Topic number 2. Dwayne Johnson, a.k.a. The Rock, will produce, but not star in, the Scorpion King reboot. And a teaser for the new season, Season 10 of American Horror Story. Bum, 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 bum.
You're tuned in to the Nerd Network Podcast.
Welcome to the Nerd Network Podcast, episode 23. Everyone's here for once. Tobias, Blake, Julian. Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's been a while. Whole week. If this is your first time watching or listening, this is a nerd podcast. We talk that nerdy shit.
Damn, that's some nerdy shit.
Don't worry, you can cut that.
I mean, it looks like you want to talk about this PlayStation thing, so we might as well go ahead.
PlayStation 5, Sony. It was released today.
I'm sorry, did the Xbox also come out? Because I saw lots of people
blah, blah,
talking
blah.
about
No
that,
one
right?
cares about the Xbox.
I think the Xbox is already out.
Yeah, like a week or more.
Okay, I've just been seeing a lot of videos and like photos of Xbox.
Those are all Photoshop. It's Photoshop.
Okay.
Don't believe it. I don't know. Julian, you start talking about PlayStation 5. You work at Best Buy. He doesn't have the hookup, guys.
Yeah,
He does not have the
do not
hookup.
have the hookup. Yeah, I mean it's a very exciting launch. Good luck to everybody who can get their hands on one November 12th, tomorrow.
Today. Because we'll come out. Yeah, tomorrow, which is today. So you working at Best Buy. What's it like for you working on these type of launch days?
Oh, nothing. I mean, we usually have the store open a little bit later. I mean, we used to, but I don't know how it works now because, I mean, we close at like 8. So if you ain't in the door, you ain't getting the PS5. No, the way that it works is we have it set up on pre-order, so people who pre-order can just come in and pick it up. So it's nothing exciting.
So there were stories that the PS5 did a short number of pre-orders, or they over-pre-ordered. Is that a thing for you guys too? Or is that just specifically through Sony?
Yeah, that might be through Sony. I can't talk about what happens logistic-wise at Best Buy, unfortunately, but as far as too many pre-orders, yeah, that's definitely a thing.
Damn,
I know
sucks.
that when they announced the PS5s were available for pre-order, sold out in seconds.
Dang,
So
that's crazy. That's about normal though, right?
yeah, oh yeah, especially for the new consoles everybody's been waiting on. So
You guys have any favorite video games you guys are excited for this to come out?
personally, Spider-Man.
Blake?
Yeah, the new Monster Hunter game coming out, I think in March. So that'll be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man looks pretty good. But we're not going to get any... Oh, Cyberpunk. That's still going to be pushed back still?
Yeah, that got delayed. I don't know when it's going to come out now.
Dang, that does suck.
That'll come out on the PS5 though.
So with you working at Best Buy, do you get to see any cool, more details or features than normal people would see? I know that's not your department exactly, but...
Oh, like what do you mean? Like, did we get to see any like inside scoop information on?
Yeah,
that?
Whatever Whatever information you get compared to us people who don't work at Best Buy.
Trying to get this man fired.
No. I mean, we really don't. We don't get any like firsthand experiences. We don't get to try it out.
Because, like back in the day, we'd go into like...
Oh yeah, like they'd have like a test thing set up.
Yeah.
I don't know if they don't have those anymore. I mean, they kind of have them for like Nintendo Switch, but I don't think we have anything anymore for like Xbox or anything.
Dang. Especially with COVID, all the kids touching
Yeah, I was
it.
gonna say, they don't want anybody touching a
Yeah.
damn thing.
What's cool is back in the day though, we used to have like launch party events where we would like, I think for like a while there was like anybody that had like elite membership at Best Buy or whatever got invited to these things and could hang out, play games, get the game early.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but they don't do that no more. So.
Everything is e-com now. You just buy it online.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Or digitally, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, nobody goes in the store
Thanks, Amazon.
Yeah.
unless they're picking up their order.
Damn Amazon. No, it's an exciting day for Sony. We'll see how it goes. I know some of them are catching fire, allegedly. One of them did. which is insane. It's supposedly overheated.
It's too strong.
Well, there's a viral picture of an Xbox on fire, but it turns out that it was fake, and some kid just blew his vape smoke into it, and he tweeted it and said, "Oh, my Xbox is on fire." And of course, the internet just took it and ran with it, and
That's
Microsoft.
what the internet
Well,
does, yeah.
reportedly, Xbox is having a problem with their disk drives for their new ones. So,
And I mean, it's really disappointing to me how critical people are. I mean, it's a new technology. It's a new electronic. They mass produce these things as quickly as they could. People expect for them to be flawless, and I think that's a little ridiculous.
Well, if you get 1 out of 1,000,000 that are messed up, that one gets put on the internet like crazy.
Right. But I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, they make it seem like it was like the Toyota thing where like gas pedals were getting stuck to the floor and people were flying off cliffs.
My Corolla got recalled because the fuel pump stalls, and like you can't restart your car anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So I mean, they make it. I mean, is Xbox gonna have disk drive problems? Probably. Is or PS5's gonna
There's gonna be some
overheat?
issues. There
Yeah.
always are.
oh yeah.
I mean, my PS4 overheats when I put it where I want to put it. Didn't like being in a case very much, but I don't know. Don't be so critical, people. I mean, these people worked hard to give you this shit. You waited 7 years.
So like I don't play games, right? But you mentioned like the optical drives were messing up. So are there still like game discs? It's not like all digital now.
Well, what they did was for both Xbox and PlayStation, they have disc versions and they have discless versions.
Okay.
So with the discless versions, you have to download all your games.
Right.
And stuff. So yeah, they still make physical copies of games.
Yeah.
Which, I had this conversation before with disc games. Really, I don't know a whole lot of people that go out and buy like physical copies of the games unless it's like a collector's edition.
Well, yeah, like why would you buy it when you can just download it and store it to your
Exactly.
hard drive? I mean, I know that they have like hard drive capacity limits, but like a Blu-ray disc it can only fit up to like 40 gigabytes of data anyway.
Right.
I'm still always going to buy a physical copy just because if your friend doesn't have it, you want to go play with them. That's still a thing. Kids, I think kids still do that. Pretty sure kids still do that.
I think everybody just plays online.
Yeah, but if you can't afford that game right away online.
I mean, I would buy a disc because I'm old. Like, I like having discs still. But it would be way easier just to download the game, like, right when it comes out and start playing it immediately.
Yeah.
That's totally true. But I'm saying as a kid, you can't buy it. You have to ask your parents for permission to buy it. I don't know. I feel like it's weird for kids nowadays.
I don't think kids play PlayStation. I don't think little kids play these, right? I mean, this is like all adults stuff.
Well, I mean, depending on what you talk about as an adult. Because, for example, like...
Nintendo runs the kid market, right? Am I wrong? Or
I mean, I know both grown-ass people who play Nintendo.
All right, so-
I'm not saying grown-ups don't play Nintendo.
The
but
guy
I'm
that
saying-
has kids and also little nephews and nieces and stuff, their parents have PlayStations and Xboxes, but it's all Nintendo. Like they
like kids
exclusively play. Like my son has asked me, "Oh, Dad, this game's coming out on the PlayStation. Can you buy it?" And I bought it. And he played it once, and he's back on Fortnite on his Switch. Like, that's how I have Red Dead Redemption. Like, awesome game. I wouldn't have bought it, but to go back to the previous conversation, though, I still buy for the games that I'm like looking forward to. I still buy the disc. I don't know, just something about that, just going in and getting that disc and like taking it home and taking out the little cellophane plastic. Like,
I mean, if you like collecting stuff, I like seeing all my game cases.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you get some posters with them sometimes.
like what I'm saying,
some collectible stickers and stuff like that. It's always nice to get.
Yeah, like I have, if they'll ever let us go back to training camp, like I bought I don't even play Madden, but I bought the Madden cover with Patrick Mahomes on it, so I could, because I go to training camp every year, and I want him to sign it. So people go to I mean, people go to Comic-Con with that kind of stuff, and get stuff signed, and so unfortunately, I would imagine in the next couple of years they're not going to continue to make discs. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, I was just wondering if it was something do you see it being phased out long term? But there's also that backwards compatibility issue where it's like, but I guess do you see like Sony taking the time to make all the PS3 titles or PS?
Probably
titles
not.
downloadable?
That's the thing. There are some games that came out on Xbox and PlayStation 4 that you can't get anymore. Like they're just gone.
Yeah.
So that's backwards compatibility. I mean, if they don't support it where you can download that game, the benefit of having the physical disc would be there. So
I don't know much about game development, but like, I'm assuming you could probably do, because like you could mod your Android phone to play like Super Nintendo games and download. What were those packs called? I used to do it. I used to download like the packs and
like emulator packs.
Emulator packs,
yeah. Like I still have.
Yeah.
I have those on my phone. I was playing Bomberman before I came
like that
down
game.
here.
Okay.
You know, so like yeah,
I know that game.
Yeah. I think that I don't know, that it's interesting. I'm really surprised that they were able to price the systems where they priced them. I honestly thought this was going to be the start to push everybody into PC. I know YouTube has converted a lot of people over because, you know, if you're putting out Minecraft or, you know, a lot of people modify these games and modify servers to be able to do all kinds of stuff. And so I think it was unique that they were able to price them a bit cheaper than like a mid-tier PC build. But I think when it comes back, you know, to backwards compatibility, it just makes me want to build a computer even more. Like if I want to go back and play, you know,
because then you get the full spectrum. Like you get whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can go put in a 10-year-old PC game and play it like nobody's business.
Some people just don't have the patience, though.
I
feel like that's why you're always gonna have the consoles. Still.
All right, so hold on. So
that's never gonna go away.
I do agree with that to a point, but my brother built a PC in like 9 days off of a recipe that he got off of a website. They like tell you put in your budget. They tell you the parts to buy. You hit buy now, and it comes with step-ins. Like you're just plugging things in. You just bolt this thing together. Yeah. And turn it on.
Yeah, building a PC is not. I mean, I've taken apart and rebuilt PCs before, way back when I used PC. And Intel makes those NUC PCs, next unit computing, next something computing, but they're real small. I mean, they're just tiny boxes, and you can fit, you know, all types of processors and stuff into them. So, but they'd fit like right under your TV or right on your entertainment console, and they could power. Some dude built a NUC for like $200 to just run all his streaming services.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, and you're talking about like getting 10 gigabit Ethernet like in the back of that thing. So it's not a Roku. Like it's like a real thing. Yeah.
Well, recently in the news, Amazon was telling people they don't own the content that they buy on Amazon Prime. So, for example, with digital content that you purchase through Amazon Prime, so if you buy a movie, you don't own that content. So recently people have been having to rebuy movies recently because they pay for it, and then Amazon basically just take it away.
Yeah, they took it
because you don't own that content.
My son's pissed off about his Lion King being gone. So Amazon, if you're listening, you owe me $8.99 or whatever the fuck that.
So do you think they could do that with video games then too?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Exactly. That's why
scary.
It is very scary. So depending on that fine print, those agreements that you click yes for, just check the checkbox on the startup screens. You don't know. So I'm always going to buy a physical copy just because of that alone.
And I think the adult market, but I think a lot of these moms or dads who don't know much about gaming, they see one is $100 cheaper, $150 cheaper,
exactly,
and they have Wi-Fi. Like, that's the one you're getting. Like,
well, we're entering an era of entertainment where ownership is no more. Everything is rented or streamed or borrowed or something. I mean, The Office is going to get pulled off Netflix, and like, what am I supposed to use as background sound?
It's going to go to HBO Max, I believe.
Well, yeah, like,
damn it, HBO.
You don't own anything.
Pretty sure
that was going to the Peacock.
No, I don't think so.
You can always jump on eBay.
NBC owns it. I mean,
I thought it was going to their streaming app.
Well, depending on the business deal that they provide, I don't know.
I don't know. That could be another podcast, but HBO would have to shell out a lot of cash, like a lot.
I mean, they have the
Their
Fresh Prince on there.
all the way up here.
They have Friends on there right now.
I'm talking about The Office.
Oh no, I'm just saying
Don't
in general.
The Office is Friends.
Oh,
please.
I'm not, but I'm just saying like that's also that was also a big flagship for Netflix. So they had Friends, and then HBO Max got it.
Friends.
What I would like to see games do if everything is shifting towards a digital only market is be like the Blu-ray and DVD players where they have like that code that you can download them.
Oh,
but still have the physical disc if you want to buy the physical disc.
That'd be cool.
That'd be a good alternative.
That would be cool.
Yeah, like Ultraviolet. It was called Ultraviolet, where you would get like a digital copy of the movie. You could watch it on your phone or your tablet or whatever.
We'll see. Interesting. Good luck to Xbox and PlayStation 5. See what happens in the future. All right, topic number 2. Dwayne Johnson will produce, but not star in, the Scorpion King reboot. So let's go back when The Mummy was the biggest action movie that summer.
Mummy was cool.
Mummy was really cool.
It was good. Mummy Returns, Scorpion King. It was a cool lineup, whatever.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser killing it back then.
I guess.
He was. Mummy 1, 2, and 3. I mean, he had a little franchise for a little bit. It's a trilogy. I know he had some problems.
If I remember right, was The Rock really in that movie? Wasn't he just all CGI?
So they did a flashback scene of like him being a normal warrior, and then
okay,
actual being the Scorpion, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, I can't even remember what the hell the movie was about.
I
remember it was pretty. I remember I liked it, but I might have been like 13 when it came out. I probably liked a lot of stuff when I was 13.
But so The Rock's going to be producing it, not starring in this movie. You guys still interested in watching a movie like that?
Well, didn't he produce Ballers? Wasn't he an executive producer on Ballers?
Yeah.
Ballers was really good.
Yeah.
I thought Ballers was one of the best TV shows I've seen in a long time.
The Rock's actually produced a lot of stuff that we don't know about. A lot of TV shows, too.
He's smart. He's a smart guy.
Yeah. I mean, his $7 production company is doing some really good things in Hollywood.
I'm a big fan of The Rock.
Killing it.
So they're rebooting Scorpion King as a series, as a movie. Were there any more specifics about it?
As a movie.
Like toys?
It's going to be as a movie, but toys, that'd be a thing. Would you want to see a TV show?
I'm not a big fan of like action TV shows series. Well, I guess I like The Boys a lot, but I don't know, like action series. I'd rather see that as like a movie. But then, what would be the movie? Would it just be a remake, or would they like?
I mean, it's completely. I mean, it says a reboot, so.
A reboot or a remake?
It's a reboot.
A reboot could mean they just like start it back up and do something different.
They can just take the Scorpion King name and do whatever they want with it.
Yeah.
And there was multiple Scorpion Kings after The Rock that just did horribly.
There were?
Oh, yeah. There was Scorpion King 2. Oh, yeah. There was a couple different Scorpion Kings.
Now, was that under Universal?
Yeah.
I don't remember any sequels to Scorpion King.
Oh, yeah. There was a whole other.
There was at least one other sequel, I thought, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
I wonder if we're going to see Scorpion King in this supposed Universal Dark Universe thing.
What is that now?
So, Universal, the studios, or whatever, they had their like dark universe where they were trying to redo like Dracula,
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. We saw the Mummy with Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, yeah.
That was supposed to be like his character was supposed to be a part of this dark universe thing, but have like their own league of.
I want to see more of
monsters.
that Vin Diesel line of what was that?
Which one?
Pitch Black or where he's fighting aliens.
Riddick.
Chronicles
of Riddick.
Yeah. I want to see more of that.
He's trying to own that. I can't remember if he owns it or not, but I think he was trying to buy the rights to that.
I think they could do like a series. I think they could do like anime. They could do all kinds of stuff with that storyline. I thought it was really good. But yeah, I mean, Scorpion King, I'd have to rewatch the movie so that was the third Mummy, right? Was that part of the Mummy series?
That wasn't the third Mummy. That was the second one. The third one was in China with Jet Li as the China
So it was the Mummy, and then there was the Mummy Returns.
Yeah.
And then there was Scorpion King. I thought that's how it went.
No. Oh, my gosh. Hold on. No, because the third one is with Jet Li is in the Mummy, the third one.
Which is called what?
Hold on. So the Mummy Returns has Scorpion King in it, too.
Okay, so
there's
the Mummy Returns is Scorpion King.
There's the Mummy, and then the Mummy 2, which is called the Mummy Returns.
Right.
And it has featuring the Scorpion King, but he's not like the main.
He's like the final boss, right?
Oh my gosh.
He was like half Scorpion, half Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and they had to fight him.
So are you saying that there's 3 mummies plus a Scorpion King movie?
Yeah. The Rock ended up getting his own movie.
I don't remember that at all. Never mind. I never saw this movie.
It was like a prequel to his life.
Oh, okay, I never saw this.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah. I'm confused. I should just get out of here.
Yeah, because the Mummy Returns is called the Mummy Returns, the Scorpion King Returns.
Okay, this is all just too confusing. Like somebody really fucked up the titling.
People returning?
I mean, they're mummies. Like they have to return. Like they're fucking dead, right?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so funny. So actually, just so you know, there was 4 Scorpion King movies.
Why?
4?
See,
yeah,
this is why I'm not excited about The Rock rebooting.
Never mind. I recant.
Well, if you guys didn't know any of that and The Rock's taking it over, you'd have no idea. I mean, just like there was like 8 Tremor movies you didn't even know existed. Still a thing.
Yeah, because they had one good one though.
I like the second one a lot.
Yeah, isn't that the one that always comes back on TV? Is the second?
No,
one?
the first one is with Kevin Bacon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is.
Kevin Bacon is in the second one.
Okay, I'm sorry. Just one more time. There are 3 Mummy movies and 4 Scorpion King movies.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
you're telling me there are 7 movies based around this Brendan Fraser Egyptian explorer?
Sure.
I think Brendan
Saga?
Fraser's only in the,
He's
in the
only in
3.
the 3 of them.
He's in
But the
like-
Scorpion King is supposed to be like a spinoff of the Mummy, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope somebody got fired at Universal for
Dude,
greenlighting.
yeah. Who
They
is
got-
cutting
wait,
those
wait.
checks?
So you got the Scorpion King, 2002 with The Rock, and then you got Scorpion King, Book of Souls, Scorpion King 2, Rise of a Warrior, Scorpion King 4, Quest of Power. I don't fucking know. I've never seen any of those damn movies, but there's 4 of them.
Are they all featuring The Rock?
No,
There's
of course
no
not.
way.
They could
Of
not
course
afford it
not.
for a
Of
time.
Of
Like-
course not. But no one knows about those. Who cares? But The Rock's taking over now, and I think it'd be a lot more interesting. Anything that The Rock touches is basically gold right now anyway.
From a nostalgic standpoint, if he's wanting to go back and do it the right way, I get it. But I don't think that I'm
not excited.
not going to be.
You can't be excited until you actually see the trailer in hand.
I mean, I guess I'm just not excited about the whole plot or concept.
You don't know anything about it
Or-
yet. We don't know anything about it, especially if it's going to be a complete reboot. We have no
I
idea
mean, I
what it's
can
going to be
guess
like.
that it has pyramids in it and sand
Scorpions.
and scorpions.
And somebody's returning.
What if Brendan Fraser makes a cameo? Did he get really fat for
I'd
a
watch
role
it. Yeah, he
recently?
really
That's what I thought.
Don't fat shame him. We do not fat shame people
Well,
on here.
did he just get fat or did he
I
get
think
fat
he
for a
just
role?
got fat.
Well, that's whatever. I'm not fat shaming. I'm just saying.
No, he.
We need to give this man some more Mummy videos.
We're not going to talk about his personal life. That's what happened. Okay, he went on a spiral path after divorce and broke his back during the Mummy, and then also
That's right.
third topic of the day: American Horror Story season 10. We got a teaser, poster, graphic. I'll put the graphic on the screen here, right there. And the graphic is a mouth open with some sharp teeth and a tattoo being tattooed on a tongue. Did you guys like American Horror Story?
Which one?
Any of them?
I like the Roanoke one. That one's pretty good.
I mean, have you seen them all? You caught up? Not caught up?
No. I mean, I saw. I mean, I don't even know what the seasons are. I saw the first one. I saw the clown one. I saw the psych ward one.
Dang, you seen that many? I didn't think you saw that many.
I saw the recent one where she broke her brother out of prison or something like that. I think that was the most recent one I saw.
Yeah, that was American Horror Story. That was called Ratchet.
Oh, that was the spinoff.
That was Ratchet.
Ratchet spinoff one.
Yeah.
Well, shit, I can't keep track.
They're made by the same people. It should have
It
been.
was American Horror Story
It
to me.
shoulda-
It's
it
same
shoulda-
person, same producer. It was.
should have been American
But see,
Horror
that's
Story.
that's a problem with American Horror Stories. There are too many seasons with different stories, and there's not like a continuing feeling.
Well, someone must like it if they got 10 seasons.
No, I mean I'd like it. Like I'll watch it, but I mean, some of the seasons are trash.
Which ones did you not like?
The '80s themed one.
You didn't like that one?
No,
I thought it was really good.
I didn't watch it. I
I
watched
thought it
like
was
2
a-
episodes. Thought it sucked.
I thought it was a good throwback to 80s slasher films. But if you're not familiar with 80s slasher films, you wouldn't think it's good.
I guess I don't like '80s slasher films.
Blake, Julian?
I saw the 80s one.
Yeah, you saw a
A
couple.
little bit. I mean, I'm not a big fan of slasher films either, but like I said, Roanoke was probably my favorite one. It was the most interesting to me. I've seen a good majority of them. Apocalypse, I think. Is that one of them?
I saw that
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That one was all right. It was interesting. I
You didn't like Colt? You didn't watch Colt?
Oh, Colt was actually
Colt was
good.
really
Oh,
damn
it's
good.
cool, yeah.
Colt was good.
Blake, you're too quiet over there.
I'm not big into these sort of series. As interesting as they can be from time to time, they don't click with me on a cerebral level, I guess. It kind of throws me off. You know, this is something my girlfriend watches, so, you know, if I'm sitting down when she's watching it, I talked to you about it earlier. It was weird to me when she finished one series or season or whatever, and then the guy that was the bad guy before, it was the good guy and the victim in the next one. And so, I mean, that was kind of off-putting. The lack of continuity. It's an interesting concept. I don't necessarily want to knock them for it, but not being a genre that I typically that I would sit down and watch on my own. I mean, congratulations to them for being greenlit for another season. I know they got a bunch of them. Sounds like it from you guys talking about them. The news breaking thing was that it was this gruesome picture with grotesque things on it, and it just looked like the clown from It getting a tongue tattoo. Like it didn't look as horrible as they were making it seem.
So from the poster alone, from the graphic that we're all looking at right now, which I'm gonna have on the screen, to me it looks like Jaws. So I'm assuming this is gonna be a monster-esque type of movie, where horror movies were back in the day, like Jaws, maybe like Bigfoot, maybe like a supernatural monster of some sort. That's gonna be a horror type. That's the only thing I can think about. They're not saying any information. They just released that today.
It's obvious though. Tattoo gun, sharp teeth, red lips. That's Jared Leto's Joker.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. I can totally see that. I can totally see that. That's hilarious.
So I mean, it'll be interesting for the episodes. Like I've watched the Roanoke one. That one kind of intrigued me for a bit. Unfortunately, horror isn't my thing. So congrats to those guys for getting green. I'm glad everybody's stirring about something. Take your minds off of what's going on. But
everyone thought the 80s slasher one was going to be the last one. Actually, they actually thought Apocalypse. They thought Cult was going to be the last one. They thought there would be 7 only because they thought they were going to each deal with the 7 deadly sins, but then they made Apocalypse.
There's no reason for it to ever end. I mean, as long as Ryan Murphy and his team. There's another producer, a big producer of the show. I can't think of his name, but as long as those guys are still producing it, I mean, it might be time for some fresh actors. But if it's the same creepy titling, intro, and music, and themes, and gory scenes, I mean, I don't know. But I'm excited. I mean, I'll watch it. I mean, I'll watch a couple episodes, but if it sucks, I'm not going to watch the whole thing.
I mean, each season has been different. Yeah, they use the same actors and whatnot.
Yeah.
And each one has been totally different from the ones before. And then actually some of them actually connect, too. So, like the Covenant one connected to the Apocalypse one?
Yeah, there was one season where they tried to connect, like, all the seasons. Like, there was one season where there were, like, lots of hidden features throughout.
Yeah, a lot of hidden Easter eggs, all of them. But the fact that Covenant and the Apocalypse one connected, I was like, oh, shit. I did not see that coming.
Well, is that what Netflix is trying to do with that Haunting series now, too?
I've never seen it.
The Haunting of Bly Manor?
Nope.
The first Haunting is good, though. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to make you mad.
No, just not making me mad. Just stay on topic. But, yeah, I don't know.
Or else.
Or else I can edit it out. Oh,
yeah, edit it out. I'll just put a bulb over your face so you don't see who you are.
He'll just have the gorilla suit sitting.
Be pixelated. But yeah, so season 9 and then season 10.
So season 9, what was season 9?
The 80s slasher one.
Okay, I didn't like that one.
Yeah. And then the fact that I had to deal with that creepy serial killer, that's actually a real thing. The devil, oh my god, what the crawler? Oh gosh. Oh, I can't think of it. What scares me about some of these is that they actually use like real people. And we see like their actual story from their side. That interests me. Just like the reason also why I like these shows is because like, are you guys don't watch like the serial killer stuff on Netflix?
I'm not.
That's like, not you.
Like
you don't like Ted Bundy?
So on a psychological level, like the documentary about serial killers and that sort of stuff, I've seen them all twice,
but not the movies.
But the theatrical versions of that, I'm not interested in the guy girl relationships. I'm not interested in the jump scares. That doesn't interest me.
From a visual standpoint, I think these things are filmed amazingly too, and the scores for them are all.
The music is very good. The music on all of them is very good.
Yeah. Julian, your thoughts? You've been a little bit quiet too.
I mean, like I said.
I mean, you don't like scary movies in general, but this is a show for you to watch.
I've seen it. Like I said, I've seen a few of the seasons. I mean, they're not terrifying or anything like that. And I think some of the overarching themes are pretty interesting. some are hit or miss, but with this new season, we'll see. Like you said, I'll watch a couple episodes, and if it's cool, I might finish it. If it's not, then I'll just move on to something else.
I still can't believe it's gone 10 seasons strong.
I didn't realize that there were that many of them. Has it been on for that long?
Since 2011.
I mean, good for them.
Yeah.
For being able to keep
10
a
years.
viewership. That's solid, man.
Of scary movies.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like...
Yeah.
Well, it's an FX show.
Mm-hmm.
FX will... I mean, they got a good lineup.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I didn't give the most glowing review, but that's an accomplishment to keep something on the air like that. So.
People like them. And I like them just to see because, for one, they connect sometimes, and the production value is pretty on point for a TV show. Yeah, we'll see what happens with the next one. Could be interesting. We don't know too much right now besides a cool teaser poster. But, yeah, stay on the lookout for that. Give you some updates as we go along. Our next segment, recommended.
I got one.
Go ahead.
I'll start. Spell was actually a pretty decent movie on Amazon. I rented it on Amazon a couple days ago.
Is it new?
Yeah, it's new.
What's it about?
It's about this guy who is flying back home for his father's funeral, and his plane crashes in rural Alabama, and he is basically like held hostage in this house, and this woman and her husband put like a voodoo curse on him.
Oh, shit.
And the whole movie is about him like trying to escape this house, and he has this crazy weird voodoo curse on him, and he's trying to like find his family. He doesn't even know his family's alive or dead. But it was actually pretty good. I thought it was gonna. It looked. I judged it. It looked like kind of a crappy, cheesy movie.
So,
But it was actually pretty good. The production values weren't the best. It's kind of like a lower budget film, like the graphics and stuff like that.
is it a scary movie or a thriller or both?
It's both. I mean, there's really nothing scary about it. It's more like a thriller.
I have to ask you this because from what I'm looking at Amazon
suspense.
Prime, you said you rented this movie.
Yeah, I rented it.
It's an early access movie. So did you pay $19.99 to rent this movie?
No,
Don't lie to me.
It was $10. We paid $9.99 to rent it.
Look at you.
It was
Spending some
good.
money
I
to rent a
mean,
movie. Good job.
No, it was cool. I'd recommend it.
Would you have seen it on the big screen if it came out?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably would have, yeah.
That's good to know.
Because
And where can they check that out at?
it's on Amazon, and it was also on another streaming service too. It's to rent though across all the streaming services. So it was $10, but short suspense horror movie. You could definitely tell though that like whoever directed it deserves a bigger budget. Like they did a pretty good job.
Interesting.
But they deserve to do like a second movie with a large budget. So hopefully we'll see. I don't remember who directed it, but hopefully we see more from them.
That's cool. Blake?
This one isn't a new movie, but I recently watched Trumbo on Netflix. Bryan Cranston plays a blacklisted Hollywood writer. So this is like right after World War II. John Wayne's a big deal. Everybody's being pro-America, really driving that home. And these writers are basically Democrats or leftists. They have more liberal views, and their stories reflect that. This is also the time during like the Red Scare where doing anything somewhat liberal or anything like that, you were looked at as a socialist. And very scary times for people, and kind of his life, and you know, kind of what those community of writers, what it was like to be blacklisted, what it was, you know, the sacrifices that they had to make, the way that they had to go around, still getting movies published. A lot of these guys, their faces were put in newspapers, and that sort of thing, so they couldn't just go down to the grocery store to get another job. Bryan Cranston. I don't know. I wasn't aware that this movie even came out, but he's such a good actor.
Oh, he's great.
He's incredible.
He's really good. Breaking Bad. That's all you gotta say.
Biggest travesty is him not being in more in Godzilla, but I mean he knocks it out. It out of the park here. I mean they show clips of the original of the guy that he's playing because it's based on a true story, and he looks just like the guy.
Oh, cool.
I mean, his mannerisms are the same. Everybody did an incredible job, but it's an interesting view into a time where America was shifting. things were changing. They introduced things like civil rights and a couple other things that were going on in the times. If you think that you have views on, the way things are going right now in this country, it's an interesting watch to see, maybe how your views align with views from back then and kind of get a different perspective from people today. So it's definitely one I recommend you watch.
Did you watch the show Hollywood?
No.
On Netflix?
No.
Sounds just like that. But it's a series, though.
Yeah?
You should check
Might
it
have
out.
to check that one out, too.
No, it sounds just exactly like that, but it's a TV show. It's a series. It's a mini series. It's not a, like multiple seasons or anything, but I think you'd enjoy that.
Yeah, I'll check
that wasn't
it out.
my recommended, but go ahead, Julian.
I watched Blood of Zeus on Netflix.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like halfway through, but
it's good. I mean, if any of the viewers out there have seen
it's an anime?
Yeah.
What's it about? Let us know.
So Blood of Zeus follows the main guy. His name is Heron. He is a demigod. He is the son of Zeus. But it just kind of follows his tale, him growing up.
So it's not Hercules?
No, it's not Hercules. And in fact, I don't think Hercules is in it at all.
I haven't seen him.
Zeus
yet.
had a shitload.
I know he did, but usually they always talk about Hercules, so that's cool that they're doing something different.
It's not Hercules, but the other gods are in there. Hermes, Poseidon. Wait, it's Poseidon?
I don't know.
Greek.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
they had him in the Giants scene.
Yeah.
Zeus,
Yeah.
Hera.
It's pretty cool. I mean, if you like Greek mythology, if you like anime, if you're a fan of the Castlevania series on Netflix, it's pretty much the same animation style. I don't know if it's the same team that worked on it, though, but yes, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So this is legit recommended, okay? Not just because I love DC, because I just started watching the Titan series on HBO Max. Familiar with Teen Titans? They made a live action Titans, where they're no longer teens, except for maybe like one of them. I never wanted to watch it because I thought it looked really dumb. Me and Julie talked about it when we first saw the trailer. It was like where Robin basically says, "Fuck Batman." And I thought it looked really dumb. But I actually watched it, and it was really well done. It basically takes place after Robin separates from Batman and wants to be on his own. I guess him and Batman got into a fight where he felt like he wasn't appreciated enough, and then decides to be a detective in Detroit. And then there's some girl with some powers, says, "I had a vision. I need to come find you, Robin. I'm supposed to be with you for some reason." And then after that, they meet the other Teen Titans, and then they form their team. You're familiar with the Teen Titans in general? It's not PG. It's definitely rated R. Just like how DC goes super dark, super adult. But it's really well done. I thought it was going to be complete shit, but I liked it. Julian saw a little bit with me. What did you think?
Oh, it was pretty good.
Yeah. What caught your eye?
I think the action scenes were filmed really great, especially for just a TV show. It was on par with some of the movies out there. But it was a nice, interesting take on the Teen Titans. I personally don't really like the Teen Titans at all. I grew up with the cartoons, and I really didn't like the cartoons that much. But seeing this kind of spin on it, it's a little bit darker. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, you see Jason Todd being a badass.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You get to see Robin forming probably in a Nightwing any moment. I think we might get that in season 3. But there's 2 seasons out right now. Season 3 will be out next year. So stay on the lookout for that. That's what I recommend. And I think that's going to wrap up today's episode. Go buy that PS5 or that Xbox. Support gaming. Stay tuned to the next episode. All out.
Please subscribe to our podcast.
Goodbye.